POV, you're a communist. After showing that female person who the Sigma male here is and stealing a bike, Madrazo calls and holy peach Trevor's ability to not give a fuck is astonishing. If he wasn't batshit crazy, maybe we could learn something from him. We return home to witness Trevor inhaling benzene, which is toxic to your lungs. I actually do it at work when I get the chance, obviously. Miss Kidnapped Lady comes over and slaps him, and Michael is right for laughing. Then Trevor goes rambling on about how sane he is. And that, kids, is why you shouldn't sniff car juice. But I can, I'm 18 now. Ha! Anyway, he tells Michael that Franklin is in trouble because of rednecks or something. Can't remember, I was shooting at an Amazon delivery guy because he was doing his job.
Fun, boys!
I'm going to make sure you don't
stay out too late!
Madrazo is so wholesome though. We switch to Franklin, who is tailing the O'Neill brothers. We capture some Russian dashcam footage, and then some more Russian dashcam footage, but hey, it wasn't me this time. We switch to Mikey, who is in a chopper wielding a big ass sniper rifle. We pick off the billions one by one, but the last guy just so happens to have a slingshot armed with heat-seeking missiles, so we go back to Franklin to take him out. Mission success. Next up, we will steal hardware from a military convoy. Except we won't, cause the grass is tipped with explosive chemicals or some shit. Like, how does this happen? After respawning, we run over a chicken and get on that convoy. Murdering everything that has a pulse, we steal the hardware truck and deliver it to a meth lab. I don't understand why having these two in close proximity would be a bad idea at all. We shoot a dude and he literally says, whatever. Looks like Trevor has a competitor in the no fucks given arena. Anyway, let's do the Paleto heist thingy doodad. We go to the Paleto bank place and confiscate capitalism points. The police comes, but also in comes Trevor's acquired hardware. Let me tell you something. It was even more fun than it looked. Would recommend 10 out of 10. We attempt running away, which it doesn't work, you can guess why. Eventually, the army comes with a mo-fucking tank, so we are in big trouble. Fortunately, a janitor is aiming the tank turret and will be unable to hit Chiliad with his aim. Gopnik Shrek comes to the rescue and drops the boys off at some factory place thing. We shoot a chicken cause... So anyway, after killing the chicken... Oh, wait a sec, why is there a living chicken running around in a factory? Is this something the Americans do? The hell? Blasting our way through the corridors, we hop onto a train and escape. Great success! Sometime later, Trevor goes over to Mikey and says they're gonna steal gold from a train or something so they can stop laying low or something, I don't know, I was too busy ingesting sodium hydroxide. As the madman himself, we jump on that thing with a bike and hijack it. Being the insane dipshit that he is, Trevor makes the train crash into another train head-on on a bridge and blin, even Bob the Builder with flex tape isn't gonna fix that. Mikey blows open the trailer and heads inside to look for something to come with being Romanian on. In the meantime, Trevor holds out against Soviet ways of mercenaries who probably shouldn't be allowed to hold guns, but then again neither should Trevor. Anyway, Mikey gets some statue and we run. And we die, and we run. We even escape this time. We are still alive, great success. The conversation went as follows. Alright Mikey, show me what you got. I got some old ass Aztec doll. I'm gonna give it to the Mexican so he can jerk off to it and leave us alone. Nah, Jimbo, I'm taking this. If you give it to me, I'll get you something bigger. Which is guacamole.
Fuck off.
I'ma call Lester and we hit the Union Depository. Didn't he have a tube up his ass to suck poo-poo out of his butt? And thus, a new heist opportunity arises. But before we get on making the Mexican not want to kill us and getting the heist ready, the government twat calls and says we gotta hit Humay Lab to steal some chemicals right now. Nicolas Cage and Agent Prick are gonna accompany Michael in the shooty and steely of a nerve toxin while our Gopnik friends prepare the getaway. We infiltrate the facility by swimming through poo-poo water. Upon entrance, we electrocute our way to the nerve toxin. Mikey temporarily switches his nationality to being Romanian and acquires the death tube. Unfortunately, the alarm goes off and we gotta blast our way out this time. We get out and slap the apocalypse tube into this nuclear reactor looking fridge. We switch to Trevor and take the fridge. Then we fly over to Sandy Shores and plunk it on a truck trailer which Nicolas Cage uses to drive off. Great success. We switch over to Trevor who is returning the stolen person back to Madrazo. The conversation was actually kinda funny though, so I'll give you a quick and accurate representation. You better treat her better than Russia does Ukraine or else I'ma eat your other ear. CC pendejo, we friends now. Let's both turn into introverts and do everything in our power to avoid each other. Good idea. Thank Mikey for the statue. I love jerking off to it, so do I. What? We go on the highway to run over some cyclists, cause that's definitely what a wild travel will do. It escalates rapidly and we have to run from the cops. There's no way I'm escaping in this Ratmobile, so we steal a faster car and run over even more cyclists. We even get some pedestrians as well. Fortunately, we escape the heat somehow and go to Wade's cousin's place. A heated argument starts where Trevor says things that would only come out of his mouth if he was on meth. Which he probably is. Deborah pulls out a gun and... now pick who wins. Woman with a firearm, ya boy with a knife, or barehanded Trevor. The motherland will be proud. Wade picked the wrong place at the wrong time. Trevor invites Wade to go with him. He tells him a made-up story about how Deborah and his cousin left him and disappeared. And why the PJs did Wade lick him? Is that just something he does? Also, I don't think a strip club is a place that Wade should be in. While he involuntarily goes elsewhere, Trevor meets with the place's manager or whatever. We hop on over to Mikey boy over here who gets a message from his son. Apparently he dropped off his car at the house, albeit with some slight modifications. Don't mind though, they're pretty good. Jimmy's got a neat taste. We go to the same strip club and meet Trevor who acquired the establishment for himself. Gopnik Shrek even comes around to say hi, and so does Uncle Lester who comes around to not say hi but starts lecturing Shrek with a lame fairy tale about how they always wanted to hit the Union Depository. It's time to start prepping. We hop into Mikey's car and scout entrances, security, you know, the vibe of the place. Very lame and boring. We finish the whole scoping out part and return home. And how the hell did Trevor get in here without a sound? Your man's a ninja. They start a conversation which classically evolves into a temperate quarrel where Trevor threatens Mikey with the option of death. Basically, Trevor did a 2 + 2 and figured out that if Mikey isn't dead, something else must be inside his coffin. The chase is on. Calling him was in vain, so we board a plane going to North Yankton. Honestly though, the scenery is pretty nice. I like the Siberia vibe. May I say, I even enjoyed driving here, even despite the haunting flashbacks Mike is getting. We pull up at the church and go to our grave and oh hello there Trevor. He opens the coffin and finds the boy Brad inside. He angry now, bad news. We engage in the Mexican standoff which is broken by some Chinese dudes. China man. Always comes out of nowhere to fuck everything up. We blast our way to the car but get captured anyways. We switch to Trevor who gets a call from the agents. Unsurprisingly, Trevor doesn't give a billion that Mike is captured and probably being tortured. We switch to Shrek man. It's time to do that final car job thing. We meet up with a Lamar and drive to one of those trucks that drive loads of cars. We slap the bad boy in there and off we go. We have to go to Paleto which will take a while, so Shrek scores a quick nap. In the meantime, Lamar and Trev talk about how Michael got kidnapped. Suddenly, we get a wanted level. Shrek wakes up and suspects a car has a tracker on it. He hops behind the wheel and starts blasting the cops. The car is even equipped with tire popping nails. After defeating the last cop car, we meet up with Molly who tells us we are not getting paid. Suka. We call Lester to ask about Mikey. He didn't know if he was awake during the Paleto trip. Dingus. Lester arranges a meeting with T-Man who...
We are women, we are free, we're bringing an end to the patriarchy. We are women, hear our pain. We are women, hear our shout. We are women, have no doubt. We are women, we are free. We are
Shut the fuck up! Thank you.
is based. T says the CCP got him. Lester sends us an app that can track Mikey's phone, which is quite convenient considering he's about to get reset to factory settings. We find the crib and begin the assault and die. Many times actually. But then we don't and we get this like John Wick style shootout. We try escaping this fast looking car. They pop our tires but still manage to escape. Ha! Debiles. We drive back home cause true Gopniks never willingly visit hospitals. Anyway, we go meet Lester, but we are interrupted by Nicolas Cage and the other twat. I'll spare you the briefing. We gotta break into some place and delete some files, I think. We go home and Jimmy here comes on over. He starts shitting on Mike and he's like, "That's the nicest thing anyone said to me. Okay, buy me a car. LMAO, get a job. I don't have any money and Trevor wants me dead. Okay, bye lol. Actually no wait, how's your mom? Pissed off and scared you gunda." This is a great time to meet her. And we do.
Excuse me, I'm trying to write a screenplay.
Shush,
here.
woman.
Fabian is based. But Mikey more so and smacks him with the laptop. God, this was satisfying. Jimmy even gets on it too. Kicking the shit out of Fabian aside, we need to pick up Tracy and do a family meeting at some therapist office that charges more than the development of the F-35 next generation fighter aircraft. She's at tattoo parlor with Laszlo. Laszlo is just so unlucky, honestly. We pierce half of his face, rip off his shirt. God damn, Mikey, don't make it gay. Oh, okay, never mind. He made it gay. He drew a dick on his chest. After this critical blow to Laszlo's dignity, he agrees to let Tracy back on his stupid show without her having to blow him. We attend the family gathering, which went about as well as you'd expect. We drop the Gopnik gang home and switch to Trevor, who has some explaining to do. Why is he naked? We go to this city square place, witness this interaction and speak to a guy selling weed. He wants us to sign some petition to legalize the smoky. Naked man with sunglasses explains he makes heaps of money selling it. I can totally picture this happening for real in Florida. I can also picture a naked Florida man shooting at this clown gang. I wouldn't be surprised if it already happened. Close enough. We battle the clown army, learning that Trevor isn't exactly fond of those guys.
The fuck was that, huh?
And I agree with Trevor. Don't smoke, kids, or you will have to fight a clown army and then get deported to Albania. We switch to Mikey boy and go meet Solomon. Or at least we would if Devin, not the paying Shrek for doing a job for him cunt, wasn't there. Long story short, this urod wants to screw over Solomon and redevelop the studio into a bunch of condos or something. Solomon hops in, pulls off a sick one-liner on Molly, before she essentially steals a copy of the movie and proceeds to piss off it to the airport. Yeah, Mikey is angry. We grab a nice yellow fast car and race on over to the airport. We catch up to Molly, who is rightfully scared for her life. Cops are escorting her and everything. We pull off a sick, never mind, it's Russian dashcam footage. We chase Molly in the airport and hold on a sec, what just happened here? We race underneath a landing plane and everything. This chase sequence was actually pretty good. Crazy bitch eventually pulls over and runs inside of a hangar. We go after her only to witness her stupid ass killing herself. We pick up the film reel and escape the police. We call Solomon and whine about the trauma of seeing Baba Yaga get turned into strawberry jam. And then your boy says there's heaps of digital backups and all of this was pointless.